Hello, I'm Scott Cohen, the JCC Executive Director, and it's my distinct pleasure to thank the outgoing board member from the JCC, Steve Miller, a true gentleman who served on the board not only as its president, but has stayed on to offer his guidance to the next two presidents, Bob Felice and Scott Hurwitz. Steve's expertise was never more needed than right after the fire, where he helped to resettle us in space so quickly, and he has participated in all parts of the JCC over the years, and is a real community mensch. We know that while he won't be sitting in the boardroom on a regular basis, that his leadership in the community will continue. So please join me in a round of applause for Steve. And so now I'd like to welcome our new board members for the upcoming year. If you'll please stand when I call your name if you're in attendance. Shelley Gans. Shannon Lane. Kyle Moyer. Craig Riegelhoff. And Joanna Rombo. On behalf of the board members and our president, Scott Hurwitz, I look forward to working with you in the coming year, and we welcome you to the board, and we look forward to great things from you coming in the upcoming year. Thank you.
All right, so hello again, hopefully for the last time this evening. I'd like to begin by recognizing some of the contributions of community members. It's impossible to acknowledge everyone who's deserving, but I'll take a few minutes to mention several names. First, thanks again to outgoing board member Steve Miller. Steve stayed on the board for 5 years after his term ended. He donated countless hours and continues to do so. He also got me into this when he casually asked me if I would be on the board quite a while ago, so you're a little responsible. Norman Ravsky. Your calm and unwavering leadership was essential in the last 2 years. It's been my pleasure and good fortune to work closely with you. Jeff, I look forward to wherever you are next year to working together. Judy Alpern and Scott Cohen, who seemingly work 24/7 for the benefit of the Federation, the JCC, and the community. Our extraordinary staff, who are the fabric of the JCC. I won't single out anyone in particular, since so many are deserving of personal recognition. Our staff is dedicated and works hard, often with limited resources and limited support, so thank you all. Our JCC board members, community leaders, volunteers who give so much of your time. David Tracton and Steve Grossman, who attended weekly construction meetings, working hand in hand with Scott and Judy as we reconstructed our building. Meredith Abel, who gave of herself and her business to open our new cafe. David Titleman, who year after year coaches as many kids will come out and play basketball. He coaches 2 teams, does it quietly, without looking for any thanks. So thank you, David. Rabbi Michael Farman, who's always there to share his invaluable perspective and advice as we work to plan our future. This is a bit off topic, but Joan Pite, and the recipients of the Robert M. Pite Award. Bob Pite was a family friend, my coach in several sports when I was young. He was honest, caring, a loving father, an exceptional role model, and an exceptional coach. We're fortunate to be able to remember Bob Pite's name as we honor these deserving members of our community. John, thank you for giving his award this evening. Amalia Brownstein, who will be recognized later for her work. Congratulations on your well-deserved award. Our family had the good fortune of hosting Nir, one of Amalia's Israeli emissaries, who changed our understanding and feelings about Israel forever. Each year, with funding from the Federation through a Federation program, Amalia brings two 19-year-old Israelis into our community, places them with her host family, and cares for them like they're her own children. While here, the emissaries teach us about Israel and teach us what it's like to be Israeli citizens and Israeli people. Hosting one of Amalia's emissaries remains one of the highlights of my family's experience in the Jewish community in New Haven. We accomplished a lot in the last year. We're just beginning to reestablish ourselves. We have a lot more work to do. While we celebrate our return to the building, we must focus our attention on restoring the JCC to its place in the community and to endowing its financial future. The JCC must serve all segments of the Jewish community, as well as the community at large. Our hallways must be filled with laughing children of all ages. Families must look to the JCC as a place to be together, make memories, eating, swimming, exercising, building the makerspace, climbing the climbing wall, learning together. We must build an endowment to endow the future of our JCC building, which will help to pay the cost of its maintenance. Our building will long be a community asset, funded not only through membership and programming, but through the generosity of those who love and believe in the JCC and its mission, as I do. We intend to hold an annual fundraiser, Monster JCC event this spring, so please be on the lookout. Fortunate to have 5 new board members, 4 of whom are parents of younger children, and 1 is our own Shelley Gans. I'm really excited to work with all of them and bring some fresh blood into the boardroom. Our board will work together with Scott Cohen and our professionals to set high goals for them for the next year and for the future as we work together to help them achieve those goals.